Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NFL playoff hunt, the New Orleans Saints!
Brady fires downfield, and the pass is bobbled and dropped.
Guys, does the NFC South suck?
Burrow off the play fake. He's going to let one fly. Oh, he's got him wide open and strolling in for the touchdown. Trubisky gets the push in the first down, and Pittsburgh is going to snap their 4-game losing streak.
Breaking news on this Thursday night as Christian McCaffrey is on the move.
Who would have thought after 7 weeks the Saints would be 2-5 and still only 1 game back of first place in the NFC South. It's like a Christmas miracle. The football guys are actually kind of looking down on us, right?
It's a Christmas miracle.
The Tampa Bay Bucs, the vaunted Tampa Bay Bucs, who just lost 2 straight games to Mitchell Trubisky.
Trubisky faking everybody out on the keeper.
And P.J. Walker.
Walker fires, caught.
They currently lead the division at 3-4, followed by the Atlanta Falcons, who are in second place also at 3-4. And then you have the Carolina Panthers, the tanking Carolina Panthers, the team that's trading away all of their good players. They are currently at 2-5, and they just beat the 3-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then you have our New Orleans Saints sitting there at the lonesome bottom at 2-5 with losses to Carolina and Tampa Bay. But we did beat Atlanta in hysterical fashion, by the way.
Fuck out of here, sir! I attack Holden! They fucking suck! Shut up here! Look at that win! Rise up! Rise up for what? For what? About their life!
So we always will have that no matter what happens at the end of the year. But folks, through all our complaining and anger and irrational hatred, mainly for me, fire every single body because the Saints suck. The bottom line is this, word to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
The Saints are only 1 game back of the NFC South divisional crown. So, at this point, you kind of have to have some sort of belief that the Saints maybe can do it, right? Right?
What an idiot!
If Michael Thomas comes back, if Marshawn Lattimore comes back, if Jarvis Landry comes back, we might have a shot to go on a very small run. I'm not going to say we're going to win 4 or 5 games in a row, but in the NFC South this year, all you need is maybe 7, 8, maybe 9 wins to win a division this year. So you cannot close the book on the New Orleans Saints just yet. But the question is Dennis Allen, this man has just been gifted an amazing opportunity, but is he capable of doing the bare minimum and just simply being not as bad as the other 3 NFC South teams? We're not asking him to make us a Super Bowl contender. We're not asking him to make us the best team in the league at this point anymore. We are simply asking him to be less worse than the other 3 bad NFC South teams. Do you have faith that Dennis Allen can do the bare minimum for us?
It wasn't perfect. There's a ton of things that we got to get cleaned up. Certainly that's something that we got to clean up. We got a lot of things we got to clean up. Still a lot of things we got to clean up. We got a lot of stuff to clean up.
You look at Tampa Bay and they still seem to be the obvious favorite, right? Like you got to imagine Tom Brady's going to get it together soon. He's not getting it together at his house, but he's definitely going to get it together on the field, right? And that with all the talent that Tampa Bay has, they should be able to put up enough wins to make the playoffs as the NFC South champions. But the way Tampa's looked the past 2 weeks, they've almost looked worse than the Saints. We can't just go by reputation that Tampa's just going to turn a light switch on and turn it around.
Nope. Nope.
Then you got the Atlanta Falcons, a team that openly went into the season calling this a re-bridge year where they were trying to get rid of some bad contracts. Unfortunately, they got rid of Matt Ryan, who I would love to have him in the division again.
Ryan intercepted again!
And even though it's going exactly to their plan where they're 3-4, they're not the worst team in the league, but they're also damn sure not the best team in the league. This re-bridge year might be enough for them to think, hey, we got a shot in the year that we shouldn't even be in a playoff hunt to make the playoffs because the NFC South is so bad. And then you got the Carolina Panthers. I mean, that team, you would imagine they are going to be ultimately at the end of the season the worst team, not only in the NFC South, but probably the whole league. Like, they are openly tanking and trying to redo their rebuild after their last rebuild went so horribly wrong.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a builder, an innovator, a motivator, a hard worker, and the new head football coach of the Carolina Panthers, Matt Rule.
So even though Carolina just beat Tom Brady and the Bucs, which was very, very, very funny watching the Bucs fans cry, you gotta imagine Carolina's gonna fall back a little bit back down to earth and openly and proudly start losing more games so that they can have a top 3, top 4, top 5, maybe even the #1 pick overall, and probably get the quarterback that they've been yearning for ever since Cam Newton's arm fell off a cliff. So that leaves us, the Falcons, and the Bucs. Who of these 3 teams is going to have enough juice to get to the finish line? Here's my prediction. Whoever wins the NFC South is probably going to be 8 wins at best. So do the Saints have enough talent, and do the Saints have enough players to come off the goddamn injury report to make a run? Or will the Bucs say, you know what, we just got too much talent, we're going to actually start playing to our capabilities and go on a run? Or will the Falcons shock everybody? The Falcons have a pretty easy stretch these next 3 games. They have Carolina sandwiched in between a struggling Los Angeles Chargers team, which is hopefully going to be Sean Payton's next team. But folks, the NFC South is bad. The NFC South is bad. This is like 2014 NFC South bad. It is really, really bad. But if there's one thing Saints fans know, is that sometimes a 7-9 team can come in and sneak into the playoffs and still get a home game and upset a way better team.
Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
I'm sorry, I was having flashbacks. The window to win NFC South is still open, folks. Any other year, we would be thinking about the draft. And we can't even think about the draft this year because we gave our first-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. I do like Chris Olave, though, so it's not the worst trade in the world, but damn, that pick would have been nice. So we're fans, right? Fandom and fanaticism is built off hope. All we as Saints fans can do is hope that the NFC South continues to suck, that the Panthers continue to lose, but they hopefully will beat the Falcons for us at least once of the 2 games, that the Falcons continue to suck, and that the Bucs continue to suck. And maybe the Saints can just suck less. We don't gotta be great. Hell, we ain't even gotta be good this year in the NFC South. But we just gotta suck less than the other 3 NFC South teams, and we can back into the playoffs at 7-10 or at 8-9, or hell, best case scenario, maybe we do get on a nice little run and go 9-8. You never know. I don't want to count on it with Dennis Allen, but you never know. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the NFC South is going to look like at the end of the season? Is the NFC South one of the worst divisions of all time? I mean, it is pretty bad this year. There's a lot of unexceeded expectations. It's a lot of bad quarterback play, including with Tom Brady. It is just bad, bad football. The NFL as a whole has been a lot of bad football this year besides a few teams. But the NFC South is like the king right now of bad football. But that bad football has given the Saints the key to possibly making the playoffs. Could you believe that? Can you believe that? The 2-5 Saints, folks, still have a shot at making the playoffs. But none of this matters if the Saints don't start winning games. So this Sunday, we're at home versus, ironically, Dennis Allen's old team, the Raiders. Can Dennis Allen get his guys up after what was a mini bye week and start a possible run to 7-8 wins and winning the NFC South? I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys have faith? Have you guys completely given up? I had given up, but when I saw how bad the NFC South teams were this past Sunday with the Falcons, Bucs, and Panthers, you know, as fandom, it only takes one small inkling of hope before you get back on that bandwagon. I'm not saying the Saints are going to be a juggernaut. I'm not saying that the future is suddenly bright again. All I'm saying is that we're 2-5. We're 1 game behind the Tampa Bay Bucs. for the #1 spot in the NFC South. I've had enough bad things happen to me as a football fan in the past decade where the football guys have just absolutely crapped on us that I would have no apologies if the Saints, the 2-5 Saints, somehow went 7-10 and that was good enough to not only win the NFC South but host a playoff game. Maybe we'll play somebody like the New York Giants or the Dallas Cowboys and we just go and have this crazy game where Alvin Kamara does his own version of the Beastquake and we upset a team who was clearly superior than us during the regular season. God damn it, I think we might deserve that. Sorry, NFC East fans, but I think we might deserve that.
Get what you deserve!
2-5 and we might make the playoffs. You gotta love this sport, folks. You gotta love this sport. You don't have to love the league. I don't love the NFL as a league, but damn do I love the game of football. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the NFC South and who do you think is going to win the division. And if you're not a Saints fan, if you're not a Panthers fan, if you're not a Bucs fan, if you're not a Falcons fan, if you are just an outsider coming in from your NFC East Haven or your NFC West Haven or your NFC North Kingdom or even from the AFC, what are your thoughts on how bad the NFC South has been this year? And as always, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Or not. I'm just a human being with irrational confidence all of a sudden. But I'm not the law. See you guys next time. And as always, it's still... Who that? That hurt. Hey fans, hit the subscribe button in 3 seconds to make this Falcons fan sad. 3, 2, 1.